you've made it to my YouTube channel. Here we are, and I know you guys want to know what it's all about, so I'm going to tell you. My name's Caleb, and on this channel I want to show you guys what you can do with basic hand tools at home, in your shed, on your driveway, to be able to maintain your four-wheel drive and do just general servicing and things like that. So why YouTube? Well, I have an array of cars, which all my family and friends, they know and they tell me about it. I want to be doing repairs, services, upgrades, everything like that. I want to do that myself rather than taking it to a shop, getting a mechanic to do it. As much as mechanics are good at what they do and you do pay for good quality workmanship, I enjoy doing it at home as a hobby, and I don't think I could be a mechanic or even a landscaper. Stuff like that I just enjoy doing at home, taking my time, working out how to do it and enjoying it while I do. So where did my passion for cars come from? Well, as I just said, I don't want to be taking my car to the mechanic, so with all the cars that I've had, which is 15 in total, I want to learn to do that myself and get the knowledge to be able to help friends and family do their car as well. And from all those different upgrades and downgrades and just general servicing, that's where my passion for cars come from. Just wanting to learn and build my knowledge about cars, and they can get you from A to B, but if you don't look after it, it's going to give you a hard time. On my phone here, I've got a list of the 15 cars that I've owned over the years. I think the first one was maybe back in 2010, around that time. First one was a 96 VR Commodore. I ended up crashing that in the main street, rear-ended someone, got a fine, lost demerit points. The car was totaled. Took it to the scrapyard, gone. First car gone. Second one was a 91 Toyota Corolla. It kept overheating, having overheating problems, and then we just ended up getting rid of it. Third one is a 96 Mitsubishi Magna. Bought that for my girlfriend at the time, now wife, and the car, I'm not sure, I can't remember how long we had it for, but then we ended up scrapping that one as well. I only paid $500 for it, cheap ass. Next is a 95 Suzuki Vitara hardtop, and I think it was blue. Ended up just selling that one on to a local from the same town, and I'm not sure what happened to it after that. At the same time, we got an 89 Suzuki Vitara soft top, so it came as a deal where the second one was for a parts car, which I still have, and you'll see on my YouTube channel later. My next car after that was a 2002 VU Commodore Ute, and I had that car I think for 4 years until I swapped it for the next car, which was a 2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee V8 as well. At the same time that I had the VU Ute, I bought a 1991 Suzuki Vitara soft top. I've done a lot of work to that as well in just this recent year since COVID started. A lot of upgrades, got it registered. I had a bit of trouble there for 2 years trying to get it registered because of work that I had to do, and I didn't even have the knowledge to do it on my own, and I ended up doing it. The next car that I got at the same time, I got two at the same time. One was an a 96 EF Ford Falcon, and the other one was a 97 EL Ford Falcon. One was white, and the white one had rust all through it. I used that for the demolition derby, and in that derby, after about a minute and a half in the main event, my negative wire burst into flames, and that was me out of the main event. I got my car running again for the Dash for Cash, which meant I had 15 minutes to fix it. Did the Dash for Cash, and I think I came second. The next day the car would start at all. Don't know what was going on. I was still getting power, but it was dead. The EF Ep.1, which was road registered, and I had to go and pick both of them up, which was the same day. Took them to my old house where I was living, and had to put a new radiator. I sold the EF to a family member, and they still drive it around now. I think they have changed the radiator afterward, because the one that I put in it from the parts car must have been weak or rusty or something was wrong with it, so it's been replaced. Because of where we were living, and it was a half an hour drive just to get to town, my wife thought that it was a good time to upgrade our car, so we ended up going with a 2018 Suzuki Vitara Turbo, which was brand new, and now it's up to about 60,000 Ks. So we've done a lot of trips in that car, been the Great Ocean Road, Brisbane, stuff like that, and it's an awesome car. After we bought the Vitara, we moved into town, and I ended up acquiring a 1998 Mazda 323, which was going to be my 2019 demolition derby car, but with all the COVID stuff, it was postponed, cancelled, and I've still got the car now, which we'll see in future videos, and I've still got a little bit of work to do, but that's one of my cars. The next car was a 1999 Toyota Vienta. I picked that up really cheap. This is an example why I've made the channel, and that's because when I bought the car, I bought it really cheap. The person that I bought it off was told by the mechanic when they went for a pink slip that there was $1,600 worth of work. I spent, I think, about $400 on the work that needed doing, plus, you know, you add your rego in, because I already had like a month's rego, and then I ended up selling that on to my wife's sister, and she's still driving it around now as well. One of the other cars that I have is a 1998 Holden Astra. I still have that car. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. It was going to be for the Derby. I tried to get it blue slipped, and it failed for that, which was a pretty major fail. So maybe I might find something to do in my YouTube career with that car. I'm not sure. No idea. Maybe if someone wants to buy it, it'd be a good paddock basher, I guess. My 15th car that I have, that I've owned, should I say, is a 1997 Toyota Hilux. And I know a lot of people have sourced for this car because it's got the solid front axles, being the last 1997 which has the solid front axle. I wanted this specific car because of the looks and the reliability of what I can get from that car. Having taken it out bush, I've been doing a lot of work on that, and you'll see that work that I've done in future videos to come in the near future. So, you're fixing cars in your driveway, in your shed, out on the street is what you want to be doing, or what you sometimes need to do to get through the week. I want you to follow my channel and come along on the journey with me while I do the repairs and fixes and stuff on all my cars. Even friends and family's cars. That's what I do. Like the video if this is what you want to see. Subscribe if you want to be updated, and if you want to watch me grow on YouTube, and just help me along the way in this journey. I want you guys to join me next time on Spanner in the Works. I'm going to be doing a lot of upgrades, general repairs, services,